Shet Vidya Mandir online lectures. In the last lecture, last video, we have seen what is bills of exchange, its definition, features, what are the various parties, who is drawer, drawee, payee. We also saw how to draw the specimen of bill of exchange. We also saw what is acceptance and the various types of acceptance. So moving on, today let us see what is a promissory note. As we have seen, bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument. Similarly, promissory note is also a negotiable instrument. It is one of the negotiable instruments payable either to order or to the bearer. There are only two parties to promissory note, the drawer and the drawee. Drawer is a person who draws the promissory note. He promises to pay a certain amount as specified in the promissory note. He is also known as the promisor. So, drawer is the one who is going to pay the money. And drawee is the person in whose favor the promissory note is drawn. Okay, drawee or payee are the same people. Drawee is also known as the promisee. So, earlier we have seen that the drawee in bills of exchange, drawee makes payment. Here in promissory note, drawee receives payment. Let us see what is the difference between promissory note and bills of exchange. First is number of parties. In promissory note, there are only two parties, the drawer and the drawee. Also the promisor, the promisee, or the maker of the note and the payee. And in bills of exchange, there are three parties which we have seen earlier, the drawer, drawee and payee. In promissory note, the maker cannot be the payee. And in bills of exchange, the drawer and the payee may be the same. In promissory note, it is a promise to make a payment, whereas in bills of exchange, it is order for making payment. Promissory note does not require any acceptance as it is already signed by the person who is liable to pay. In case of bills of exchange, the drawer is a creditor, so it must be accepted by the drawee before presenting for payment. The liability of maker in promissory note is primary and absolute. So who is liable in promissory note? The drawer, because he has to make the payment. In case of bill of exchange, the liability of drawer is secondary and conditional. The primary is drawee and the drawer is secondary. Okay. Notice of dishonor. In case of promissory note, no notice is necessary to the maker, whereas in case of bills of exchange, the notice of dishonor must be given by the holder. Now coming back to bills of exchange, let us see important terms relating to bills of exchange. What is the tenure or term of the bill? Tenure or term of bill of exchange refers to the period or the duration for which the bill of exchange is drawn. It is the period of bill after which it becomes payable. It may be in number of months or in number of days. If bill of exchange is drawn for 90 days, then the term of bill is 90 days. If it is drawn for 3 months, then the term of the bill is 3 months. Okay, it may be in months or in days. Draft. A bill which is prepared by drawer but not yet accepted by the drawee. It is called draft. Okay. Days of grace. Days of grace refer to the extra 3 days allowed by the law to the drawee over and above the period of the bill to enable him to make payment. So extra 3 days are allowed by the law, okay, in order to make the payment. Legal due date is calculated by adding days of grace to the period of bill. However, grace days are not allowed for bill payable on demand or at sight. We'll see that later. Okay. Next is date of maturity or due date of bill. The date on which a bill falls due for payment is known as date of maturity or due date of the bill. If the due date falls on a public holiday, we all know what is public holiday. Every Sunday is a public holiday, and also all important days like 15th August, 26th January, 2nd October, these are also public holiday. Now you're not expected to remember the Sundays, but these 3 dates you have to remember, that is 15th August, 26th January and 2nd October. So if the bill falls due for payment on any of these dates, then you cannot make payment on this day since it's a holiday. So you will make payment one day before such date. The payment of the bill must be made on a preceding day. See, example is given to you. If due date of bill is 26 Jan or 15th August, which is a public holiday, then the payment of bill will be made on preceding day, that is 25th Jan or 14th August. If, however, the due date for some reason has been declared as emergency holiday, sometimes emergency holiday is declared, then the payment will be made on the next working day. Okay. Now let us see what is nominal due date and what is legal due date. Date which is calculated without adding days of grace to the period of bill is known as nominal due date. And when we add 3 days of grace to nominal due date, it becomes the legal due date. So nominal due date is equal to date of bill drawn or accepted plus period of bill. And legal due date is equal to nominal due date plus 3 days of grace. Now classification of bill of exchange. First is after date bill. After date bill is payable at a fixed period. The due date of this bill is calculated from the date of drawing of bill. Extra 3 days, that is grace period of 3 days, is allowed on these bills. After sight bills, the due date of this bill is calculated from date of acceptance. See the difference between the two. Earlier it was calculated from the date of drawing of bill, date when the drawer signed, when the drawer made the bill, that was the date of drawing the bill. And in after sight, the due date is calculated from date of acceptance, the day when the drawee accepts the bill. He puts the date of acceptance there. Grace period of 3 days is allowed on these bills. Next is bill payable on demand or at sight. These bills are payable immediately on presentation to the drawee. Time period is not mentioned for these bills. Also, grace days are not allowed for such bills. Here you have to write on demand, pay to so and so, or at sight, pay to so and so. So you cannot allow 3 days of grace for this kind of bills. Now we come to types of bills. First is trade bill. A bill of exchange which is drawn by a creditor on his debtor with valuable consideration is known as a trade bill. It is a bill drawn and accepted for genuine trade transaction. That means actually a purchase or sale has taken place. Actually there is a debtor, there is a creditor, and then the bill is drawn for the purpose of trade. Then it is known as trade bill. Accommodation bill is a bill which is drawn for mutual financial accommodation of parties. It is not done for the purpose of trade. It is done to oblige friends. Let me give you example. A and B are friends. A requires money. Say he requires 10,000. So he draws a bill on his friend B for 2 months. B accepts the bill. A goes to his bank and discounts the bill with his bank for rupees 9,800. Say 200 is the discount charged by the bank. So A required money. Now A immediately gets money. How much he gets? 9,800. So his work is done. Now after 2 months, he will pay 10,000 to B. So for this period of 2 months, he gets the money. He will pay 10,000 to B, and when the bank approaches B after 2 months, B will pay the same 10,000 to the bank. So here there is no trade. There is no trade between A and B. There is no consideration. A and B are friends, so B is obliging A and accepting the bill. Okay. I hope you've understood. Inland bill, a bill of exchange which is drawn between two parties that are located or they reside in the same country and is payable also in the same country. So that is the drawer, drawee, payee, all are residing in the same country. Okay, then it is known as inland bill of exchange. And foreign bill, a bill which is drawn in one country and made payable in another country, is known as foreign bill. For example, a bill drawn in India and made payable in Australia or vice versa. Honor of bill. Now, when the drawee pays the amount of bill on due date, it is known as honor of bill. Meeting or honoring a bill means making full payment on it to the holder by the drawee. For honoring the bill, the drawer must present the bill to the drawee on or before the due date for payment. Now what is dishonor? If the drawee or acceptor of bill fails to make payment on it on the due date, the bill is said to be dishonored. Dishonor can be of two types. Dishonor by non-acceptance, that is when the drawee does not accept the bill. And next is dishonor by non-payment, when the drawee first accepts the bill but does not or refuses or does not make payment on the due date of bill. Then it is dishonored for non-payment. Now let us see what is noting. On dishonor of bill, the holder has to create official proof of dishonor by getting the bill noted. For this, he has to approach a government officer known as notary public. Noting of bill of exchange means recording the facts of dishonor of bill of exchange. That means why it is dishonored, what is the date of dishonor, the reason of dishonor, who are the parties to the bills. All this is written by the officer, that is the notary public. The notary public also records the facts of dishonor in his official register. The holder generally gives a notice of dishonor to all parties to the bill and seeks to recover from any of them the value of bill plus the noting charges. Such note must be made within reasonable time frame and must specify the date of dishonor and also noting charges. Noting will contain the following particulars: the fact and the date of dishonor, the reason if any for dishonor, and the noting charges incurred. Noting charges is the money charged by the notary public in order to make that noting. Now who is notary public? An officer appointed by the government to certify dishonor of bill of exchange is called notary public. Now such a government officer is appointed by central or state government under section 3 of Notaries Act 1952. He is entrusted with the power of attestation of foreign documents and of noting and protesting of dishonored bills. Now what is protesting? Protesting refers to the issue of formal certificate bearing notary seal by the notary public. So earlier he has noted the bill, now he will make an official certificate that I have noted the bill. It certifies the fact of dishonor of bill of exchange based on noting. Protesting is absolutely necessary in case of dishonor of foreign bill of exchange. And the protest is also accepted by the court as evidence of dishonor of bill of exchange. Now let us see how a due date is calculated in case of a bill. Here one illustration is given to you. A bill dated 12th June 2019 is payable after 2 months after date. Calculate the due date. Date of bill is given to you 2/6/2019 and the tenure is 2 months. So where 2 is written, write below 6 because it is months. 6 is June, write 2 and you add it. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So nominal due date is 12/8/2019. Now 3 days of grace are added. So this 3 write below 12 because it is the day. So 3 you write here and add 12 plus 3, that is 15. So my legal due date is 15/8/2019. Now as you all know, 15th August is a public holiday. So the bill will be paid on 14th August, one preceding day. Okay, is this clear? Now on basis of this, I have given you a table and you are required to complete that. Date of drawing is given, date of acceptance, payable, that is the tenure, and the due date. So when it is after date, then you will calculate from date of drawing and you will add 3 days of grace. If it is given after sight, then you will add from the date of acceptance. Okay, just try to do this on your own. We shall meet again. Thank you.